My name is May. This is This Past Romance, and today we're going to talk about my most unanticipated books of 2024. So, I have a list of 5 books that I am not excited for 2024. I believe they extend the entire year. That's what I tried to do. They may all be in the first half of the year, and that's okay, because then I'll just do another one of these. I'm prepared for whatever comes my way from this video also. I know a lot of people are very excited for these books, and that is amazing and great for you. They just don't work for me. So, I don't want to take too long. I don't even want to really give reasons why I'm not excited for these, but I'm going to. I have reasons. I do actually have reasons. And yeah, so let's just jump into this. So the first book I'm not excited about, and it hurts me to tell you I'm not excited about this book, and that is Bride by Elle Hazelwood. I love Elle Hazelwood. I loved The Love Hypothesis. I read it before it went super viral. Loved The Love Hypothesis. You know, I've got almost all of her novels. I've listened to all the novellas. I've got the other 2 novels over there. I don't have her Check and Mate, like the YA book. Sure, I don't have that one. But this is an Omegaverse, and I know Allie was super excited to read this. I don't really care for Omegaverse. That's really one of the only reasons I don't want to read this. It's an Omegaverse romance between a vampire and a werewolf. I read Twilight. I did. I read Twilight. I don't need this. I'm not going to read it. Unapologetically, I'm not going to read it. A little bit apologetically, I love you, Elle Hazelwood. Please don't hate me. If you ever see this for some reason, I'm sorry, I don't want to read your Omegaverse. It's just not for me. The next book I don't want to read. Number 1 is already getting terrible reviews, so I feel really relieved to say this. But I wasn't going to read it if it got good reviews. And that is The Breakup Tour by Emily Wimberly. This is like a Taylor Swift-esque romance novel. And I'm not a Swiftie. I look like a Swiftie. I'm not a Swiftie. Editing May here. I just want to reiterate to you all the amount of I look like a Swiftie. My sister-in-law, who I love dearly and has known me since I was a small child, was shocked to learn I wasn't a Swiftie a couple weeks ago. This is where I tell you all that for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I have listened to nothing but Johnny Gallagher. And then prior to that moment, it was just the Avett Brothers, and they are very much not Taylor Swift people. I don't care if you listen to Taylor Swift. I don't care if you're a Swiftie. That is awesome. You do you. My all-time favorite artist is John Mayer. Sue me. Alright, enjoy the rest of the video. At one point in time, was I a Swiftie? Probably. I do have the original version of the first album. Came out when I was like 14. With the homophobic Picture to Burn lyric. But like after the first 2 or 3 albums, I was just kind of over her and over it. It's not really the kind of music I listen to anymore. I listen to more like indie. Singer-songwriter is a big word that gets thrown around on my music streaming apps for me. Also listen to like punk and pop punk, and like I listen to metal. And not to say she doesn't have good songs. All Too Well 10-minute version, I will scream with you at the top of your lungs. That song is for anybody that has felt pain. Outside of that, I'm okay. So I'm not a huge Swiftie. And I usually love a celebrity romance, but before I made this decision to put it on this list, because I will give anything benefit of the doubt, I didn't love the synopsis. I didn't love the description of the book, and I don't want to read it. And you can't make me. I'm not going to. The next book on the list is another one that I'm afraid I'm going to get some hate for saying I'm not going to read. And that is The Dixon Rule by Elle Kennedy. There's a couple reasons I'm not going to read this book. One of which being I did have a teacher in high school whose last name was Dixon. And it's just something about that name I can't get past. But I also haven't read Elle Kennedy. I know she's a questionable author. her books are a little bit questionable. If a book has too many books in its series, I'm not going to read it. Why do you think I haven't read the Katie Robert Olympus series? There are going to be 10 books in that series. I'm not reading 10 damn books. You can't make me. Like, I will read 10 books. I have not found a single series that I want to sit down and read every single book in a series. Because at some point, I'm going to get tired of these characters because somebody's going to be doing some bullshit. And that ain't for me. The Dixon Rule, it's just not for me. And that's okay. The books I love may not be for you. And that's okay. Because guess what? There's a bazillion books out there. Read what you want to read. Don't expect me to read it with you though. The next one, oh, so controversial. But I'm not going to read Play Along by Liz Tomforde. Number one, the main reason, I tried to read Mile High. I don't get it. I don't get it. That book, I read like the first 50 pages of that book and I was like, this is garbage. I'm not reading this. Not that it's not garbage, but like the characters I didn't enjoy. He was just like a dick. And I didn't like it. And so because of that, I'm not reading Liz Tomforde. Then this was before. There's controversy around her now and the Mile High series, and that's fine. I tried to read Mile High before any of that happened. I had a Travis Kelce phase before it came out. He was dating Taylor Swift. It's a whole thing. And that book was recommended as like a Travis Kelce-esque character, and he was just not it. So I didn't enjoy it, and because of that, I'm not touching Play Along. I'm not doing it. And the last book that I have is another beef with an author, more so than the fact that I'm not reading the book. And that's The Rule Book by Sarah Adams. I tried to read When in Rome. I got it as an ARC. And I did not like how she depicted Kentucky in the beginning. Because When in Rome takes place in Rome, Kentucky. I wasn't a fan, and it does not make me want to read any more of these books by this author, because I am proud to be from Kentucky. I am proud to have my accent. She's thick, she's loud, she's proud, and God knows I've tried to hide it and tamp it down, and it don't go nowhere. So it's there, and it's just, it is what it is. And you know, maybe at some point in that book everything changed, but for me, I didn't give it that chance. I just kind of noped out of it. I wasn't a fan. I didn't like it. I was forcing myself to read it more than I was enjoying reading it, and I've decided I'm not going to do that anymore. Those are the 5 upcoming releases coming out in 2024. I know some of them are already out. I think Bride is already out, / it's probably going to come out before this video goes live. I'm not here for it. I'm not in it. So let me know what book you're not anticipated for. I really hope it's one of the books that I am excited for. I haven't made that list yet. So let me know what book you are or are not excited for down in the comments. If you don't want to do that, leave me like the sign. Steph did the same symbol for Steph. I watched that video, and I'm still in your symbol. I'm still in your emoji. So the red circle with the line through it. This one here. Leave that in the comments down below. Tell me anything you want to know. Links to Be My Friend Anywhere on the internet, I'm going to put in there in the description box below, because I've been forgetting to do that. And if you'd like to be my friend anywhere on the internet, I'm typically This Past Romance everywhere. Let me know. Ask me in the comments. I'll give you my link to whatever to be my friend on the internet. I'm not very interesting. I'm not very exciting, but if you want to be friends, we'll be friends. But yeah, leave all that in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys in my next video. So until next time, y'all, be good to yourself, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.